Invincible versus. That's what for anybody who don't know, VS is versus. Which, yeah, I feel bad for having to explain that, but some people. Invincible versus video game announced. Bloody 3 versus 3 fighter drops in 2026. Invincible is getting a fighting game titled Invincible versus. New title brings the hyper-violent comic and animated series to life as 3 versus 3 tag team brawlers set to launch in 2026 for Xbox Series and the whole Xbox list. I don't like when these companies do exclusive to this and to that. I don't like it. As they say, I'm master PC race, right? Or master, yeah. Whatever the case. I'm for PCs. Shit, I'd go further to say I'm for open source and Linux PCs, but most people don't go that far. I do. I don't like these exclusives. I don't like that.
Okay, but what is Xbox PC?
It's you can play Xbox games on your PC. It's like for Microsoft, Windows.
Oh, okay.
Of course, Microsoft seen the popularity of the Steam Deck, and they're going through another company to release their own handheld. And you might go, what's the difference? Well, it will be able to play Xbox games as well.
Okay.
But you still play.
That don't deter me none. I mean, what I'm saying is, I'm still for Valve and Steam Deck because they support open source and the right to repair and so many other good things like that. They're doing it right. I don't care if you could play all the consoles on it. I don't care. I'm for the more righteous way, the purer way, the way that helps us all.
Well, from everything I've seen of the Steam Deck, you can do a lot of stuff with it, not just play games with it.
Yes. I would imagine that would have been true. You can play some Xbox games. Yeah, I highly doubt it could play all of them. These handhelds still are very limited in what they can do, primarily due to the power draw that some of these games require. So, this game, they look funny to me, like weird cutouts and a little too sharp and blocky.
Yeah.
Okay, but carry on. Invincible versus will feature 3 versus 3 tag-based combat, explosive superpowers. Sounds like diarrhea, but anyway. Bone-breaking combos, destructive arenas, and graphic visuals. I like the destructive part. When games have destructibles in it, I always like that.
Yeah.
So, Invincible versus includes several game modes, a single-player story. I can always appreciate that too. When you want to play it more casually. Versus multiplayer, competitive and casual. Arcade mode with character-specific arcs, which is how's that different story? But anyway, training mode for combo mastery. Every fight leaves a mark, blood, broken limbs, and all. Developer Mike Willett said the team worked closely with Kirkman, who is the inventor, and the Invincible creative team to deliver something that feels authentic to the fans of the comics and the show. It seems interesting. I mean, do these marks stay on you after the fights? That would be interesting.
I was wondering.
Like in the cutscenes.
Yeah, like say it carries on to the next fight. Like say you get a broken arm and it carries on to the next fight. I think that would be interesting.
Yeah.
In Invincible versus, every move, every line of dialogue, every broken limb and bloodied mouth carries real cost and consequences. No tag fighting games ever delivered this level of intensity and violence. Well, Mortal Kombat has delivered quite a bit of violence. This game is a love letter for the fighting game community. So, I'll get to the trailer of it in just a moment.
But that would be interesting, is like if you got hurt in one battle, it carries over into the next. That would be very interesting, because no other game does that. It's like when you fight one, it's the next battle you're healed and you can go again, unless you get killed.
I think it sounds pretty fun. Sounds like they're making it kind of in the same way they make those Dragon Ball Z games and those other anime fighter arena things.
Yeah. But, you know, I see sometimes hints of games that are trying to get away from all of this woke bullshit that they're trying to cram down everybody's throat. And every now and then, a game will come out that's not like that. And I think maybe this one will be kind of in that genre where it's not trying to push an agenda or anything. It's just a fun game to play.
In the Invincible cartoon for TV, right? They did make some woke changes, some small ones. I think they flipped a couple races. I'm not familiar with all of them, but they did have some changes here and there. They did do a little bit of wokeism in it. But on to the trailer. So you're gonna make this full screen. On second thought, I'm not gonna make it full screen because you often get copyright strikes for doing that, which is fucked up.
Northbound is backed up all the way to 18th Street, and the southbound ain't looking much better. So
this is ridiculous. Please, come on.
Are you one of them? You're here, but it's right.
Had enough yet?
No, Dad, not even close.
I hoped you'd understand why I had to do this. Accept our rule or die.
I'd like to propose a third option.
I'm not your son anymore. I'm the guy who's going to throw you off this planet for good. I trusted you!
Ready to bleed? This is over. All right, coming through.
Let's do this! Gotcha!
Going up. Come here. Need a hand? Might want to look up.
I'm up! See how you like this? It's an army!
I am ending you. I see it all now.
That game looks like it would be a lot of fun to play.
Yes, it looks well done so far. For those that like that genre, which it's kind of like a Street Fighter style play or the old Street Fighter style. I mean, I played fighting games in the 90s, early 2000s, but not in a long time. And it reminds me the same old, same old. If you're into that, great. But I think they need to rethink fighting games, 1-on-1 or 3-on-3, whatever fighting games. This whole, weak hit, strong hit, block, and then jumping on screen. Like, I think they need to rethink it.
Yeah.
And then, big flashes with everything. Flash, 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 flash. If you're into that, great. But I used to be into it. I got bored of it years ago. I think they need to rethink from the ground up how that's all should be put together and all.
Yeah. I do wonder if they're gonna have people like the Savage Dragon or the Pit in it, because I think that'd be good.
I highly doubt it. You know, those characters were popular a long time ago. They were real popular a long time ago. These days, a lot of people haven't heard of them. I think they're going on the Invincible name and its power.
Yeah, well, I know he had a crossover with a few other Image characters, so I was just wondering if they were gonna like add them as DLCs or not.
Oh, you never know. I mean, there's potentially DLCs. Sometimes they get downright goofy with what they bring in.
Yeah.
But that game, the graphics on the game look really well done, and I don't know how the mechanics would be, but I can only imagine it wouldn't be too complex.
I like the idea that the environment is destructible. I really like that concept.
Yeah.
I do think the way the characters are modeled, they look that too blocky and the edges too sharp. They cell shaded it for one, which gives it a very cartoon comic look, more so than the cartoons and comics. I'm not a fan of that, and I'm not a fan of the sharp edges, but still it looks like a solid game.
Yeah, looks like it'd be a lot of fun.
As Alchemy points out, solid game. Looks solid.